Good evening. Welcome back for Yay, what's I say? I don't know, try a different intro, see if it works. Maybe it brings in more people, so it's not just me talking alone out to the side of everything. Still sad. No. Today's our another run on Bozjan front. We'll easily get our 80 because we only got one level to technically make to 80, so we will get 81. So let's kick it up a level. We will dive over pretty quick because this isn't a chatting channel. This is a game channel to play the chitty chat games. That and there's no one to talk to. Equally sad. So let's get going. Into the front we go. Yes. Honey and Frida, they may join in. I think they're waiting on a group that's running the. I think there's a group running Bozjan. So they're all, waiting around for the rest of the group to sort of assemble. Yeah, we'll sign up for this. We're not in a position to do that. Let's just get here quickly. Say, looking for the group, and I'm a monkey. Tucked in tightly here. So anyway, tomorrow will be Cyberpunk, so we'll be we'll be in that pretty quick and have some fun. Huzzah! Yay! There we go. Now, punch this guy, smack that one. Right? This thing dies first because it heals this character, and we watch out for reward because reward basically says do something. No need to use my Spell Forge. It does all the same. I am not a thing, so hey, it's great. Got a whole party going. I'm sitting on a green tea per normal. 35 seconds to the pin. All right. No. So, just quick references, because I probably will return to Cyberpunk eventually. Not after this run, of course. We'll be finishing our Cyberpunk run within the next, 2 to 3 weekends. We're basically already done majority of the game in the first 50 sort of run hours of this run. Covered most of the side quests, almost all the alerts and gigs and all the rest of it. So there's not, chain whip. So there's not that many on the list that's sort of right out of the way. Yads, get yads, get yads. Clear the friggin' tornado. Get rid of that. A bunch of people haven't run this before. Flip! I got knocked in with the rolling barrage. I thought I could get out in time, hit the attack and get out in time. I was mistaken. That's entirely on me. I know the mechanic. Radio, this way. So, anyway, we like to analyze sort of games after we've played them for a fair bit of time. You know, I don't know, you play through a game so many times, you try for certain endings, you try for certain things like that. That one hasn't started. That one I'm not going to go to. It's 5 minutes, but it's already technically on its way. Got 23 in there, and if I go here, sorry, social, player search, what do we got? Oh heck, we got almost a full party, so... What's the right way to do things? Who knows? Anyway. As I was saying, you know, and I'll be doing this sort of stuff with Baldur's Gate when we finish it up, or as we're playing through it. To me, first playthrough is always going to have the roughest time. Not because hard, but because your builds are going to be, well, let's put it this way. your abilities will always basically right, you know, what's like the, you know, what's the best way to do something? Is it A, B, or C? You know, is it better to lie your way through this, or this way through it, or whatever? You know, you're not going to have that information when you first play through a game. Second, third playthrough, you sort of get an idea. Well, you know, I can sneak out this way, or I can do, you know, I can use sneak here, and I can talk to this guy out of doing this, and, you know, all that sort of nonsense. Right? So, it's that sort of stuff. Elemental supplies. Sounds good. I haven't activated a thing just yet. No. Unia stand. Thank you. But whenever we play, we have to do an assessment of what we did and how we did it. Assessment is throwing knives really aren't a primary, secondary, or even tertiary combat style. It's just not good. They do decent damage, but it just so you know, you got such a long cooldown, unless you've got the top of the rate knife, which basically means you're taking crafting. Is you have to craft, and you have to track down legendary knives early and constantly be remaking legendary knives. It's the only, right, carry 2 throw knives and make them legendary. It's the only way to get around it, in my mind. I think that's it. There it is. Got it back up for the Wild Bunch. So, yeah, you know, that's my assessment of throwing knives. Blades in general and melee in general has got the same root. It needs a very specific playthrough build-up to have a chance to work. And even then, you're not going to have an easy time getting the skill maxed. Pistols, which I've done in a play, is by far the easiest of all the skills to push for, because, especially now, with certain areas, it's like, oh no, you have to have, you know, a pistol fight out back of the car. You can't sort of use machine guns or heavy machine guns or any of that stuff now. So, because of that, I say pistols are very easy to sort of top up. My analysis, shotguns are a load of absolute fun. Light machine guns are too far and few between to make it worthwhile, so again, you're taking crafting. right? Engineering basically is either going to force you to go engineer with a shotgun and force you into one weapon. So engineering basically forces you to take a combat skill additional because it forces you into tech weapon only. And you have to level up both at the same time, which does pose an interesting problem, as we've already pointed to. So like I said, this assault and pistol both basically want you to take strength in order to use your top of the line guns. It's even more so now. The change before you could take strength as an offload skill. You just take a little bit of it. Now it's almost exclusively a fuck are you and your technical tornado crap? Don't stand in that one, he'll kill you. Everyone just like polish that thing off. That's 50% over. Now I knew they were robots. Really? Okay. So, now that those weapons have moved up to 10 strength, basically it's kind of thrown the alternative builds where you would just go like tech and you just take, tech reflexes. Maybe take cool as your third option and then this. Right? Cool's just loaded full of too many goodies not to include it in a build, but with the tech build, it just seems it's just forcing you to do it. There's nothing you can do about it. Like that. Just got to have a sip of tea in the tea bag tag at the top, just fell right in. I'm just like, that's just wonderful. It's like, ha ha ha, here, have these chemicals into your tea as well. Yeah, I know, it's a plastic tag, but still. Yeah, we beat them. Hooray for our side. Bye. So yeah, it's 10 strength, like I had stated, does kind of play it to this. Some people are like, well, why don't you talk about builds in Final Fantasy? The answer is, there really isn't that many builds. Like, for the most part, you're looking at direct hit, determination, and critical hit in some combination. Right? Usually depends on, like, tenacity is rarely needed for a tank. Piety is only needed on a few healers, if at all, and that's primarily because a healer feels like it's a good thing to have 9 out of 10 times versus actually being required. Right? So like I said, there's no sort of build to go to. Oh, really? Yeah, really. I mean, the only real twist in the builds is a couple of them want sort of, for the most part, they want critical hit, direct hit, and determination. These are your damage infliction skills. There's very few of them who want weapon speed or spell speed. Like, let's take Summoner. Summoner, I'm looking for primarily critical hit, because it works on critical far more than it works on this. Direct hit and determination. Right? Usually in the order of critical, determination, direct hit. And I mean, one can try to argue for spell speed, except your abilities, it's not like you can get in more than 4 strikes in the timer for your timer cooldowns. Right? All it would do would be adding an extra 1 or 2 attacks with your during your rotations with Bahamut or Phoenix. Yeah. Right? And those rotations are common enough to go back and forth between. And especially now with all the in-between to do, it's rare that you'll actually be, there's very little dead space in the rotation. So because of the lack of dead space in the rotation, it's sort of one of those, having any sort of spell speed is sort of a kind of comes across as not really necessary. Right? Determination increases the amount of damage you do. Direct hit does the amount of damage you do on a direct hit. And critical just increases your rate of critically. So you can do critical damage. So obviously, critical damage is better in this. And it's, let's go to Scholar. Scholar really does want critical, highly, again, determination. Piety is how much regeneration. Let's go here. This, right? Regeneration rate only. Scholars don't need a huge chunk of regeneration. Right? They offload part of their healing to the fairy. You don't really need the, So, that part which is offloaded to the fairy is heals that you don't have to cast. Right? That's saved mana, if you will. Using your fairy skills, again, that's extra healing that you're not dumping into the list yourself. Single target sucks sometimes. Right, so you run easier on your mana. An Astrologian, it's got the card system on their side, and a flower system or lily system is the bit that's supposed to help out a white mage's mana line. Sage, basically, is the only one I think would have the harder time because mana-wise, right? Although, so some people want some piety because they feel the mana regeneration just helps them a little bit. So, piety is usually as much piety as you think you need. There is no, you should have 10 points of piety and no more, or vice versa. Right? So you see what I mean? Right? So, you know, determination is how big your heals are. So, like I said, you can argue for having more determination. That's your heal amount as a white mage versus having a huge amount of I didn't stay when it turned, kind of got lost on the mix. Play with the snapshot there a little bit. So, you see what I'm saying? There's not a... Boy. Right? There's not a lot to do. For most people, it comes down to just, you know, add determination or critical, depends on which one gives you the better boot to your line. 70, 79 to 80 just now. 79. Got my position already. Right? But, as I was saying, so determination's usually better for instance, a white mage, although there might be someone arguing, no, it's definitely critical, or it's definitely this, because critical heals are so huge. The reason why I always say that for Scholar critical is, you know, it's critical determination, then direct hit. With as much piety as you want. Spell speed is, you know, negligible for a Scholar. Just like it has negligible effect for a Summoner, especially now. But, for instance, Black Mage, there actually is a skill speed build, right? Because there's a couple of their cooldowns which let them get 2 and 3 more spells out in that cooldown. And because it gets them a 2-3 extra spells out, right? That itself turns into a massive big change in how much hell you can raise. You know, I can do like these couple of spells that are more damaging than that, but you know, there's the argument. Damage you get from a whole cast is better than this. It's like the in Skyrim, double spell versus just twin spells. Double spell casting gives 20% more damage. Well, 20% is not a huge amount of extra damage. So, for the most part, casting 2 firebolt spells versus casting a double cast firebolt spell is only doing 20% less damage. Because there's very few ways to actually increase damage outside of the alchemy potion, increase, fortify destruction, the destruction spells. It actually increases the damage. It doesn't reduce the cost like it does for some. That's a mixed bag, those potions. Problem is, yeah, sure. Well, come on, guys. You have to bring that all in here? Oh, wow, there was a chunk. Where'd that go for silly? I really dislike groups that just like pull like that. And we pulled all these things in here. Congratulations. Like, really? Right in the middle of the mechs? You. A douche. Any hoots. So you get the general gist of it, right? Right. There's not that many builds to talk about. For the most part, Melee wants critical, direct hit, determination in whichever order does the best for them. Never mind then. Should start off that CE. Lemon pepper chicken. Ooh, tasty. Is the party lead going to register us for that? He doesn't sign us up for it. In a few moments, I'm dropping the squad. You. So, right? Yeah. Range damage is primarily, again, critical, direct hit determination. Tanking is basically determination, tenacity. Well, again, let's just show you what the attributes do. Tenacity, right, is basically, how much damage you take and how much healing you get. So tenacity works for a tank. This only works when you're a healer. So piety only works this. It doesn't do anything else. Determination is basically how much healing you do. Right? Critical, rate of critical, rate your land, direct hits, which do more damage than this. So one might say, where skill speed is basically your, casting, recast timers, and your damage over time, this. So, for instance, like I said, it affects your recast times. So, if your class has got a lot of recast timers, or very important recast timers, or in the form of a... Oh, I don't have a skirmish. Ah, silly me. Oh, I got 2 beasts. We'll use a beast then. I wonder why I was out of whack. Buddy! Raining! I got 4. 4, divide by 3. Divide by 3. 6. Oh, crap, stains. Yeah, I'm gonna fail the first one. I was in the wrong position. I was too busy typing to tell people. I'm gonna run forward. Multiples of 5. 5's a multiple of 5. And round we go. Round and round the mulberry bush. Don't hit that one. Other way around this time. There it is. Run up the hill immediately. Run up the hill immediately. Kick the bums out of this thing. Yeah. So we got lost where our chain of thought was. Yeah. So no, it's determination, this, that, the other, right? So tenacity determines, how much damage you take as a tank. So high tenacity just means it's easier for you to take less damage. But as you can imagine, the better off you are, and the more you do a dungeon, the less tenacity you technically need. So, for instance, a set in high tenacity might be useful for an initial run. It becomes less and less useful to you the more you sort of know what's going on. And that's always going to be the case in this game. So you'll watch people say, basically, if you're feeling you need more tenacity or more damage reduction, take it, but primarily you want determination. Unless you've got a bunch of skills that have special effects when they critical, and then you want critical above others. So it's always going to be determination, unless you have a large amount of skills that go off with better critical, in which case you want critical. Right, so if you're pure damage because your skills don't work well when they critical for some reason, then determination. Elsewise, it's always critical first. So crit, determination. Direct hit works if you have. I'm not gonna let him die. It's silly. Right? Oh, crap. That's me clicking outside the window. Oh no, I've got the whole thing set to full screen. It's just when I click outside the window. Right? With skill speed and spell speed only really working on a few very specific classes. And primarily, it's the black mage that it works the best on. For spell speed? But the simple fact that they have very few things that allow them to don't make it. Right? There's very few abilities they have that aren't stand there and cast. Right? A very large amount of... Oh, that's right. No, I'm not there yet. Right? A very large amount of their abilities is stand there and cast. If I just quickly just drop over for a moment. Black mage. Here we go. Right? 2.34 second casts. Blizzard 3 and Fire 3 with their 3.8 second cast versus everything else is 2 point or almost 2.5 second cast. This is where the speed works in your favor. It pulls these down so you can cast them more often or easier. Get more high casts out. Or flipping back and forth. Right? No, thank you. Would it be with Monk? It would be hard to say because almost all your attacks are on the global cooldown. Like the first thing, I mean, you could use this more often, so... Six-sided star, which is supposed to be the one you sort of throw out just before you need to move from a fight area. Like, you're going to be maneuvering, so you kick it at the 6-point star, move around. Start getting something here. You see, that's what I mean. Right? And there's huge discussions about which way to go for each of these classes that are far more in depth than I ever bother going. Because, like I said, my primary ones are always going to be Summoner, Scholar, Dark Knight. Beyond that, honestly, not that fussy worried about where I'm going from there. Wild Bunch? Wild Bunch. So for 9 out of 10 fights, what I'm looking at is getting into something where my class, for the most part, follows a straight up, I want critical, I want determination, I want direct hit in that order. Well, as a spellcaster, direct hit doesn't come up that often. Because your hits are either going to be criticals or normal hits. I guess they can be direct hits, but you don't have any auto attacks also happening at the same time. Direct hit sort of has a, I think, better use for there. But yeah, the solid lack of, outside of materia on your equipment, and even then, the instance is sort of balanced around having unmateria gear, right? Your instances are based around basically if your item level says 1, 4 or 430, 430 item level is all you need for it, and actually having higher item level is actually more beneficial than not. Right? Having 5-0, having 500 is infinitely more powerful than not having something of that high. Right? Again, nature of the beast. See if I can help team out some of this lower crap. Right? So, you know, because, you know, like I said, as a scholar, critical hit is massive for you. Right? I'm going to sign us onto that because I'm party lead now, apparently, somehow. And I'm dragging our butt over there. If you don't like it, leave. Of course, the skirmish is just broken out nearby. It won't be done in the fight, but... So many people in the instance. I need to get over quickly because I'm party lead, and I need to pick up any additionals. I got 4 people in my party. Nice, got the tank. Full party. That's not bad. 2 tanks, a healer. And you know. So, yeah. Right? So, like I said, direct hit works well for here. The direct hit critical with determination. Casters are basically, you know, red mage, summoner are both basically critical. Determination, and then direct hit. Black mages, there's the whole split between the community. So there's those that go spell speed, determination, critical hit. Then there's the group that go the other way, which is basically crit, determination, direct hit. And direct hits, it's a rate of, like it says, right? That's your raw damage. That's your chance of bonus hits, basically. Is the tank buster? Casting Rancor. Element time. Oh, I'm not. Another stab. Problem ends. The guy in charge. Oh crap, don't stand there, don't not stand there. Do not stand there, do not stand there. Front and back. Nope, I'm not on that. Okay, classroom just popped, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to... I'm going to disband it for that. I'll let everyone pick their own things. I think that's the best thing to do for when Castrum pops, personally. Is you're going to get people who are going to want to go to Castrum, and you're going to get people who don't want to go to Castrum. And if you get those who don't want to go, they're going to like drag you up and down and sideways, whether you're going or not. So, it's far simpler. Everyone who wants something to go, go. Everyone who doesn't want to go, don't go. Get off them out, punch things in the face. So, like, you know, extra speed would basically reduce my timer and do basically do more damage over time. That's what it translates to. So instead of being 20-second timer on my timers, it'd be like 15 seconds, but still deliver the same, you know, same damage, but in 15 seconds instead of over 20 seconds. Oh, basically it reduces the number of ticks, but doesn't reduce the amount of damage that the whole thing does. You aggroed everything. Or keep running, dude. It's gonna make it real easy for people to peel these things off you. So, you know, up there needs clicking. Yeah, get that down. Just right here, I often just jump over. Pets are off, elemental supplies. All pets are off sounds like a good way to go. It's a minute before Castrum. It's a 38-man run. It doesn't promise that it's going to be full of metal. It is 2-point-something million experience, though, so... Problem is, the faster way to do it is actually not to be part of it. Oh yay, it's been 1,000. Yeah, I know, I'm waiting for this thing. There it goes. You know, about half the groups decided to go that way. Almost forget where I'm going. For that. Never mind that. Got blue, I think. if you're ranged and you get conked by one of those, you really don't have a... I got the thing. So, yeah. So, you know, I like to point out, ping, 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 ping. Good. Let's tank that myself. They're all gonna go right through the middle. A blue. There it is. Sweet science. All right. I will repair everything. Is crud. That's not what I wanted. Why is it back there? I wonder where I picked that up. Probably one of the goodies I got here. Fortunately, the jewelry is all universal regardless. It's only this stuff that's singulared per party group. But effectively, it fills up my inventory. Wait, didn't I use a beast? Yeah? Why? Oh, right, I did a change on something earlier. Ooh. Oh. Give me one of those, and give me one of those. Firm. No camping allowed. I'm gonna go demonic. So yeah. So like I said, for offense people, this. For tanking, this. For healers, maybe some of this. That's most likely my turn. I'll activate one. Mostly because it lets me do this. Close. Pop a couple more demons. Yes, there's my 80. Yay! A monk is looking for a group. They find one. Yay! Happy fellow! Oh, or he's a jolly good fellow. Is it something? Give everyone I can. Bilbo Baggins, warrior. Oh! Meditate on this. This is always the bombardment that gets everyone in trouble. I'm gonna hit with one here. Yay! What? Not playing with. So that's a waste of your time. Okay, what can I say? Oh, rah, rah, rah. I don't know what's linking that, but so yeah. I know, it's beating the old drum with a rusty stick. I mean, there's not much to talk about. Other than, hey, this item looks cool, or this item looks really cool. So, you can talk about the mechanics of a fight, sort of. Usually more a case of, don't stand here, this is what you need to do, this is how the mechanic of a fight works. That's about it. Right? So, that kind of leaves me having to yammer about other games' mechanics. If I'm going to talk about a game's mechanics. So we do. So, you know, it's just matching what works with what. Someone really just take out all its friggin' escorts and then die? Wow. Hurrah for me. enjoying it? Oh. I'm not the... I'm one of the few people that does this. Pure heart. Aw, it's cute serves. Well, I often find Lalafell fall into two categories with their glamour sets. Right? Serious or meme. That's for most people, really. Right? Everyone's either going serious or meme style with their glamours. I prefer... I like to theme my glamours on what outfits I see in the world. So for instance, some of the outfits in the group. Jesus! Ah, what are you doing? Just, dude, like trying to... pulling this thing. Getting grumpy because someone was just dragging this dumb hole around. It's like, oh, I don't want to die from it. Well, you're not helping by... Ow. Beastmaster heals the boss. No, I'm going to get right into here again. So that is the worst. Yeah. Yep. That was a terrible fight. Oh. Yep. We signing up there? Am I? Ah. First. Yeah, Beastmaster has to die first. Beastmaster dies first, he heals the Akibaba guy. Zanatan. No tank in the list, but there's no extra requirement here. I know. I was blowing heals left, right, and center, but it was working, and I wasn't about to stop it. Well, the three things is, first, if someone's a healer, doesn't mean they're set to heal here. Right? It doesn't. No. So, don't assume whoever's there is going to heal. 2. That's why I always pack a heal. This one's great because when you're melee, it heals all the melee characters. When you're ranged, you can just run into where everyone is. Mm-hmm. Here comes a bunch of people. Castrum run out? Yeah, it looks like it. Castrum's done with whichever way it went. Crap, do not be here, do not be here. Not be in front of him, that's a Hellclaw. Hell Pounce, run away. Stay out of the middle. The lion or this lion. Happy moments. Happy moments. $700,000. So, with only about 2.63 million in the kitty, Okay, so I want to head up here to help wanted, ideally. Someone will trigger that. Red Chocobo? I may as well go straight to Red Chocobo then. Polonia stand? So, anyway. Dependents that are found in... Oh, Duken! So now I'm getting 336 versus this. Run away! Some people always stand there. It's like, oh, what's he gonna do? What? Like, just like flat. It's like, hi, by the way, yeah, spanked hard. Gonna say, if you don't make the limit point, I am leaving your group. His leader, you should jump over immediately. Well, twofold. First reason is so you can pick up as many people as you can for your group. Yeah, I'm endangering Dorito myself on this one. I know the fight well, inside and outside, so I need most of my party with me in order to survive some of this stuff. All the DPS. All the DPS. Got 2 Reapers. So I got a Monk, a Dragoon, a Ninja, 2 Reapers, a Gunner, right, or a Machinist, a Dancer, and a Red Mage. Stay on my wing, gentlemen, and you will live. Only 3 are ranged DPS, the rest are melee DPS. Oh, this is in the bag. Stay here. I haven't seen anyone successfully fight him. I'm gonna say no to that, but I'm gonna go watch. Where does that happen? All right. It's fine. So we have a warrior. That's definitely a warrior. Are my people? Nope, doesn't look like it. Fighting an antlion over there. It's a kind of right standpoint to watch from. Let's see if they can do it. Like I said, I haven't seen anyone fight this one through. Megumin thick, huh? Megumin thick. Megumin Peton. I think that's a large number of our fan base's enjoyment of Megumin. Right? Half of them are there for the explosions, and you know that half plus a few more are there because Peton. Bilbo Baggins. No re-raise? Let's try. Well, there's something with it's like, yeah, it's far more impressive over there. What's that jacket? Oh, it's just the Scion jacket, but it's done in a metallic color. Fair enough. Always up for Chloe's friend. This is going to be a case of either you're in or out. Sorry. In. It's a damage party. Oh, add two more. We got Megumin Thick. As a machinist gunner girl. There's my coat there, done in pink. Right? Nope, cute. Ears were a little bit hard to distinguish because they blend quite well. That ear style and hairstyle blend very close. Fairly close. That's kind of cool. Well, there's a question. I mean, I know we've always seen demi-humans that have tails have something with their tail sticking out. But if you were given a dress, like, I assume pants would be a pain in the butt. Literally. Everyone pick a square. Handstand, spin kick. It's here you stand against our pyro boy. Okay, when this guy dies, he should summon. There he is. Everyone in the spot. Patriot Games. Also, sign us up. He did. He signed us up for it right away. So we sign up for it again. Patriot Games. And this one's going to be a myself. Yep. He signs the Danger Dorito returns. Remember, follow the Danger Dorito. Right? Most people will use this to indicate follow me. Well, you know, just a quick rundown of signs. Kill and target to attack in what order? Target to bind, literally, you know, CC this thing or alt tank it. Right? Do not attack that, whatever. And these are used to basically follow whoever. Full party! Full DPS party. Well, DPS party. No need for tanks or healers. Gotta do it. No, it's gonna. You got red mages. That's plenty. Plus, I have lost cures if needed. Right, I'm an emergency monk, a monkey. Dorito for safety. Was I turned around the wrong way? It probably was. Okay, he's going to activate his stand. Gonna fire, that one's gonna fire. Next one will be that's a tank buster. How did he warned you? It's like, I'm gonna stand here back. You knew he was gonna do that. It was fun. It's like, why do you run back there? It's obviously blood. Ow! Danger, Dorito! We know. He does the cone, and then he does the sort of AoE around, and then he sort of does, then he will vary between them, but always after cone, he does vertical bomb. Right, so if he does the cone attack, he's doing that, and then he do the mines, and then he just rinse and repeats his sequence. Castrum. Punch the box. It's like up to 80, you're getting these little oofs of experience, and after Upper's happy. Must have the ball down again. What am I doing? Excuse me, well, I just like run through the area you're not supposed to run through. Why? Because I'm being doopy about where to go. Instead of running back here, I'm deciding to eyeball it across open turf. Oh. Oh, this makes it nice and easy. Thank you, gentlemen. I know they're technically farming clusters, but still, thank you, gentlemen. Makes it easy for me to slip through. I'll just sneaky up here. I think I missed one. And I'll just run back in. Screw it. We'll take it. We'll be the fourth right. There's a joke there, you know. If she's the fourth right, who the hell is the third right? Ha 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 ha. Who was the first wrong? Well, I'm the third, fifth right, and fair enough. All right, kitty cat. Run out. So, yeah, like I said, Yay! 336,000 experience. Good times. No, I haven't been paying that much attention to chat, but then again, there's no one really chatting, so one can see why we do things the way we do things. Signed up for it. One, do it. It's just the two of us. Just the two of us. One, register us. Good. Good. Do it. Do it. Good. Okay, fine. I'm leaving then. I want to do it. The Furbog and the Furroll. I'm up here. No, I can't. No. There's. Do, 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 do. You know, knowing the lore behind how all the monsters of the world technically came to be-ish, at least in their original forms, someone came up with that and thought, that's good. I'll see who's signing up for it. I think. Hey. 7. 8. Fuck it. Only die once. I don't know. I don't know if he's on his own or this or whatnot. Greenland Harper. I can heal myself through this. Come on. Okay, 3-man it then. Echo is in this. You have a tank? Can't heal him. Don't hang around for that. I'm looking at you. I thought I got too close, I guess. thing I can't help him with. On wings, left, right. That's fine. Just knew of the fight. Like, oh my god. Like, you knew the fight, you fought well. Azum. Anyway, I wonder why it all bigged out. Did everyone just, like, run for the hills? I better check that. Player search. Yep. No, there's lots of people. Hey. Mm-hmm. I don't know. As long as they were able to hold on, I was willing to push through. Okay, now what nonsense is going on here? All pets. Yeah, let's go to all pets. Did everyone just, like, bail into all pets are off? Absolutely. Right, see? Knowing the fight gets you hugs. Nice fight. Punchy, kicky, punchy. Don't do that, you're gonna pull it too far one way. Yep, there goes, invulnerable. I love how it's like, I'm gonna go drag them like miles. Oh no, I'm being hit by them. Stop being a goofball. You know, if you're not prepared to pull, don't pull. I'm only a fighter. I don't have the aggro mechanics. Another one dead. So, you know, the only problem with the AoE is I kind of wish they both just, you know, first of all, the 3 attack types you can do based on how you do your attacks is basically well, according to it, all three are the same, basically produces an AoE attack that only fills up this one. Doing one of each type does an AoE that only fills up that one. Both of those build up, it doesn't matter which combination you do. But then to do a single target attack, which is what you want for a boss, you have to do 2 of one and 1 of another. Which means, technically, there should be an ideal... This. That doesn't do anything more. That increases damage dealt by 15%. That does damage over time. That just does more damage. So, you know, Twin Snakes, Dragon Kick, Boot Shine seems to be the 3-hit combo to do, because this increases the damage you're going to do when you hit your blitz. Dragon Kick gets Leaden Fist, and Leaden Fist means this hits for 280. So you're hitting for, first of all, you're getting all your bonus potencies. So 250, 290, 280, which beats the pants off those 3 for 8 damage. Mm-hmm. Oh, immense. Whoopee, join it. Oh, wow. That's where they are? Yeah. They must have gotten whomped. Absolutely wiped initially. That's a terrible thing. I'm looking for a recruit. Timkin Alfredo. My dude. Delia Hunt. Vincent Minicue. I don't know how to pronounce that. That's a B2 outfit. Oh yeah, no. Always love it. So people are like... Bum, bum. I did this full time? Well, if I did this full time, I'd have to range in here for basically, you know, 5-8 hour days. Easy. And work it, you know, get up here and actually hustle for all day long and be like, yeah, welcome to the show. We're running 8 to 8, you know, 8 till 8, and away we go. I have blue. Out of the middle for 5. Well, keep following me. We got a pink. Not getting hit with that, please. Need a blue. I know he's doing Harvest Festival. Wait, need blue. That works nicely, actually. Well, that's enough of that. Yes, please. We're coming to the end of our thing, so we're going to do what we do, which is the cleanup part. That worked out very well. And... Other new... Wait. Gimme boxes. Gimme boxes. All the boxes. All the boxes. I want the boxes. I want the boxes. Once I actually get all my stuff cleaned up, what I'll be able to do then... 34. Let's go! Bam! Prism! 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 Corsage! Prism! Materia 7. Prism! Prism! 7. 7. Prism! Prism! 7. 8. 7. 7. Prism! 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 On the table. Already got one of those. Yeah. I think I got that already. There's an 8. Ooh. And a pet. Yeah. Okay, do I have you? No, I did not. I do have you, which means it's this. Alrighty. Let's open the choke up. Oh, I can't do that here. Can I? You. Okay. Compassion. 11. Yes. 2, 4, 2, 2, 4, 4. Yes. This is healing kits and potions. Nice. Nice. Okay, let's set up my thing again. I'm going to need another. That bring it up to 4. I'm going to need a beast to bring that up. Perfect. I don't have this, which is my last item. Confirm that one. All right. Purchase items. Don't need that. Don't need that. Keep that one. See, that's 24 piety. Right? So you'll note. Yes, please. Yes, please. So, as noted earlier, there's not a lot to really chitter-chat about the builds. I mean, there's 2 guaranteed materia slots there, and most materia any one thing can have is 5. Guaranteed slots mean the item goes straight in. It's a cake, not an issue. Then you're spending extra material going, does it fit, 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 does it fit? And based on what material you're trying to jam in there, there's a certain amount of things that just turn around and say, no. See, this one here is only 12, but that's 24. This is 9, this is 8. So, direct hit rate, determination, critical hit rate, spell speed, skill speed. Those are the ones I keep because these are, of course, crafting. Green are gathering, blue are crafting, yellow are tenacity and piety, red are damage dealing, and purple are the sort of speeds. So, I'm glad. What are we? 81. That's awesome. So we made our 2 levels, and definitely we're making bank on our levels. Pretty good. Up to 80, doing castrum is a good thing. After 80, doing castrum's pretty much for the items. Mm-hmm. So let's reapply my standard glamour. It does me for what I want right now. So, as per usual, I know a lot of people are like, oh no, it's time to do the mahjong thing. Oh, perfect. Quick match, don't even have to wait. But yeah, due to the solid lacking of the mechanics, that's why I chitter about mechanics in other games. Because honestly, there's a lot more fine-tuning you can do in other RPG games, let's put it that way. Excella, Shalago, Ina. Hey, frying pan. I'm going to get Konged one, aren't I? 4th Q, 4th Q, 8th Q, 2nd Dan. Like, but, well, that's only because you signed up for Novice. Yeah, last night's game with the 1900 2nd Dan, 4th Dan, and 3rd Dan were all Novice as well. The only thing that happens when you're fighting against lowies here is the likelihood of them throwing the wrong tile increases. So more likely to get Rons, and because they're not trying to read what you've got here. That's about it. That 2 and that 2 are kind of pointless. Yeah, I'm throwing that, and I'm throwing this 2. Like I said, it doesn't mean that they're... There's no way to know what they want. Art. Made it round, Ipikatsu. Everything's dangerous. Can't be 8, you're safe. She could have been sitting on almost all characters, for instance. Seven pair try? Yeah, we're going for a 7 pair attempt. Said I don't know which ones are safe to throw. There it is. And you were pretty much safe. You were throwing defensively. I've had games like this where I've literally stayed, it was all Rons. We went round. But like Ron. I didn't win any, I didn't lose any hand, and there was no sumo, and I finished with exactly the same score. It's like 2,500 or 25,000, just like nowhere. Oh, I hate this. I hate that because they know Mina here knows what's going on. Well, it could be a new character that they've done as well. No, I'm going to get in trouble for that. I'm going to be in trouble for that. Okay. You could have gone Ricci at this point. You can't call Ron for retention. All the rest of it. Blah. I'm just going to like piff the rest of these out. Let's throw these 2 and, you know. It only there's 1 less 7 because that's why that's 8. Yeah, you want to stop throwing bamboo? Yeah, see, it's about to bitch at me, and then I'm furry tenting because of this. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6. I know, I've got to throw it. He's not sitting on it. Wouldn't call it if he was. They're the ones sitting on it. I had to throw it. They're getting scared. They don't want to... Why would you... They are really close to their hand, then. Mina is working on a pretty mean hand. And that's as far as it goes. So what do you need? I need... Oh, Scoter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I don't know what I need to call now. I kind of need the 3 over here and throw one of the 4s. Oh, I'd love that one. I know. It's not a high-hitting hand, but it's enough to take the lead. I was annoyed when the 1 came into my hand, is what I was. That's gonna suck. I shouldn't have done that. Alright. No. I can still salvage this. I should have thrown East Wind. Okay, so what I'm going to try for is no pawns. 6. Cool. So that. What I'm going to try for is Pinfu. When I went Chi on that instead of pawn, like you. Right? If you're watching where I'm throwing them from, you know I'm not sitting on mostly character. If I was, I wouldn't have thrown the 4. 4 was a mistake. Honestly, throwing the 4 was a mistake. No, I got it back now. Perfect. So I can go 4, 5, 6. No, I cannot pawn on that. I have to keep the 2 north as nothing more than my pair. Perfect. This is now going to be my pair. Actually, I'm going to throw that north wind. I just dinged that I can probably go Tanyo now that I've thrown out this. Okay, so I need a 7 bamboo. It's dragon, I don't care about dragon. 2 can be thrown. Or I need a 7 here. That that works somewhat. No, it doesn't. Now I'm just confused. Right? The 2 doesn't work for me. Main reason the 2 doesn't work is because I've already got the 4/4. Technically, I could use 4/5/6 to snag that. And throwing out the 2 was a mistake. But that's a mistake I have to base, either I'm throwing the 4, waiting for either a 5 or a 7. And, already 2 5s are down, and someone's probably sitting on other 5. So that's perfectly fine for the way that ran. So 2 5s are down, so it's unlikely I'll get the 5. It's more likely I'll get the 7. Like I said, if I hadn't this, I would have had pawn, probably a pair of dragons. It's dangerous. Pinfu Tanyo, pretty much. It's 2 Yaku. And I'm not likely to get it. 1 7's already down. Lunk. Good one, dog. I know. The 3's not helping me, but the 2 doesn't help either. And that's a sumo. What do you got? Ah, joy. Not even enough to dismount me from my top spot yet. Okay, 5, 6, 9. This. Drop the East North Dragon 1, 9, and 9. Then we'll see where we stand. Right, straight into trying for a Tanyo. We've got majority of my tiles are between 1 and 9 right now. Well, definitely I wouldn't be getting the North, would I? That's an easy throw. It's just like, here's the 4th one. Okay. By the 8. So going for basically. There's no rhyme or reason on that one. So, if I'm going to guess, Slago's just going for basically Northwind 1,000 point, just to get out. He's got 1 Yaku here, and he doesn't get any more anywhere else. Okay. How's your hand developing so far? It's developing like paint dries. I will grab the Akidora. Ow. That's gonna hurt. Okay. I have to smack South. I have to smack Nina. If I want top score, I do. 4, 5, 6, 3, 4. Drop the 1, drop the 9, drop this 9, keep the wests. Something like that. So I could go Pinfu. I'll come back to that in a moment. Yep. Mm-hmm. Right. So hold on to the wests as a pair. Try 4 Pinfu. New. Let's try this proper. Let's be a little bit greedy on this. Okay, we officially have an easy Tanyo now. Three, 6 bamboo. I'm looking for 3 or 6 bamboo. I didn't want to smack you. Keep the dragons. Keep that. Throw that. Go pawn on that, pawn on that. Throw this. Oh, that would just be evil if I could get the remainder of those. We'll sit on them. That's possible. 3 dragons. 1 white, 2 white. You still get little dragons, which is 2 dragon plus a pair of the last dragons. Only when the 3rd goes down will I throw the last. I will do that, though. Who's got it? Go on. 2 green down. That basically ruins that. And we'll throw the 3rd green. And we'll throw the white dragon. Well, immediately will basically, if they know what they're doing. I'll wait a little bit before throwing that. That should basically. Oh no, he had 2 red, a green, and a white dragon in his hands. Like, uh-oh. Well, I'm glad we broke the dragons down early. If I'd had the other green dragon when they did that, I would have definitely not thrown the white. I would have just 1 round earlier. 1 round earlier. Ah, green dragons, white dragons. Yes. All pawn with red dragon. Nice. What are you doing? There's not a lot of information here. I still have 5, 6, 7. If I really want to go out on it. Seven bamboo, please. 7 bamboo. 7 bamboo. 5, 6, 7. 3, 3, 3. Pawn, pawn, pawn. 7 bamboo, please. Seven bamboo, please. Ah. 7 bamboo, please. Ah. They have 7 bamboo? They didn't. They needed 3 bamboo. Pooch. That puts them into 2nd place, and I'm in 3rd place. Just need 1, 6 bamboo. Yep. Down 10. I told you. I float. Up, down, up, down. Trial and error. Hey, there's an achievement. But I think we're all done for the evening. I like finishing up on that. It's a bit of fun. But yeah, as I say, I tend to talk about the other game mechanics in other games just because, like I said, outside of materia fixing, one might talk about, once you get above your eye level, there is item mixing, which is the only other build thing, which is basically take all the items that give you bonus critical in this once you have enough vitality and you're above eye level. Or don't, just take the whatever appropriate set, right? The damage between all the classes is tight enough. There's no outside toxic meta because of it. There's no, you don't have any sort of fine tuning or builds or this. There's no optimum, like there could be an optimum build, but because it's all based around the class in item level that's available without some optimized build in order to do the content, no one, right? Everyone outside of people using third-party tools, which you should never do because that's scummy, and it is, right? It's like, but no, 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 right? because this is my take on it. First of all, some people are like, but it only gives me information. Yes, but for some people, that information is not available. If it's not information that's readily available in the game, that's cheating, number one, and that's the definition of cheating. So if you cheat, you. Second, if you're going, well, it just adds up all my numbers that pop in the battle thing and does that. So I know what I'm doing, and you become competitive with everyone else. I've seen players who get hung up on their numbers and they become toxic and scummy in both cases. The community is beautiful as it is, right? We don't have that many toxic gunk balls in here, primarily because, like I said, every damage class is equally relevant in the content. All the damage is relative to the content, and the content armor is basically all you need to do the content. That's it. 90% of the fight is basically knowing where to stand and how to stand. 10% is what classes you are. It's irrelevant. Right? Just irrelevant. And that makes for a better community because, no one's basically going, I have to grind all this time for exactly this one piece of gear, and then someone else gets that piece of gear on a need or greed roll, and it's like, because that's where it all comes from, right? Needing specific numbers or something like that. So that's my statement on that, right? It's scummy because it toxifies the groups. It really does. And I come to play this game because it's a nice, relaxing game of Simon Says. It's purest form of just execution. Right? Yes, your damage is needed, and yes, you need to pour it on when you need to pour it on for enrage mechanics. But for the most part, as long as you're standing in the right place and you're doing your dance correctly, you're doing good. And that's all it needs to be that. So, because there's more in-depths about how to get more power out of each class or how to, draw out that last little bit of go juice, it's easier to talk about other games that have wider variety in what you can do. Yeah. It's like, in Skyrim, running around with restoration spells in one hand and a big weapon in the other hand, wearing heavy armor, you can just power through most things. Take Oblivion. That basically the best class you could play in the game was a paladin type class. You've got enchanted one-handed weapon in one, shield in the other, full plate armor, and a restoration spell on your spell slot, which is a third button, which you can cast without taking off your shield or your thing. Skyrim, you have to run around with this. You have to actually lower your defense, but maximum defense, full health, mega regeneration. Just go for it. Skyrim turns around the other way. It's like, what's the best build? I went with a pure magic build. No health, no stamina, pure mana. Beat the game. Literally nuked the boss clean out of the sky. Like, but really? Yeah, really, it was dumb. I summoned two things to basically keep it busy. A couple of Daedra lords just yelling out, I smell weakness as they charge up and over the hill. So it's like, guys, please. Just follow them along like I'm just the loot mule. Occasionally I got to shoot things. Loads of fun. Right? But hey, that's what I mean. But Skyrim was a crap game for stealth because the minute you got into any sort of trying to sneak this, I'm glad Bethesda's gotten a lot better with their, companion AI, so it doesn't just hey, there's a possibility of an alerted enemy. I better charge in and kill it with my sword. Ruining the fact that you got a stealth character by Fallout 4. So, my requirements for Elder Scrolls 6 is improved horse combat because, honestly, horses are good, and the increase in horse combat is really good. So, yeah, increase horse combat and or mounted combat for that point. and keep improving the companion AI so they don't ruin stealth players. But anyway, that's enough yimmering for the moment because it's time to go. Yes, yes, yes. So we're out of here, which means tomorrow we'll be back with Cyberpunk at the same time. If you want to know when, hey, guess what? Throw us a follow, we'll let you know. Or you can check the schedule and it will show that we are back at the same time every time. That's 7:30 Mountain Standard, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 on the Eastern Coast. And I've been Thalen Darkfire. I'll see you in Night City. Other than that, I'm out. Laters.